Hi, it's Chris here, and in this video we're going to go through the best budget studio monitors out there today. Now, I've kept this list as refined as possible, narrowing it down to my absolute favorite 5. So no matter what you're looking for, there'll definitely be something on this list for you. So before we jump in, drop a like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be updated with new videos. Alright, as usual, I'm going to skip the fluff and just jump right in. If you want to confirm my recommendations, go in the description and check out that list to ensure you get the best price. Alright, so the first one is going to go to my personal favorite. This is the M-Audio BX5D3. So the little speaker that could, it's basically the workhorse of the budget-friendly monitor world. If this speaker were a person, it'd be that guy at the party holding the aux cord saying, "I got this," while delivering crispy clear sound as if your grandmother wasn't in the next room. These bad boys are built for those of us who think room correction is something to do with feng shui, but also want our music to sound better than a tin can on a string. Key features: frequency response of 52 Hz to 35 kHz. Now, unless you're a dog with bionic hearing, this range is more than enough for most human ears. And two-way speaker configuration, think of it as a sound tag team. One handles the bass, the other the treble, like two bouncers at a club, one for the highs, one for the lows, and neither lets in any distortion. 5-inch driver and 1-inch Silk Dome tweeter. It's like having the brawn and the beauty. The driver punches out the bass, and the Silk Dome tweeter whispers sweet high notes into your ears, soft like a lullaby, but for your face. Inputs: 1/4-inch balanced or unbalanced XLR. It's versatile, just like your one friend who can use chopsticks, forks, or their hands at a buffet. Built-in LED for perfect angle as well. Honestly, it's like the BX5 is your sound therapist, making sure your speakers are positioned just right. Who knew we needed a light to tell us where our ears should go? So who's it for? Well, if you're the type who considers budget a necessary evil but still wants studio quality sound, these are your new best friends. Perfect for mix engineers who need exceptional clarity without selling a kidney. The BX5D3 is like that one reliable friend who shows up on time and never asks for gas money. The next one is my recommendation for the best for production, and this is the KRK Rokit RP5G4. So if you're into production and you haven't heard of KRK Rokits, you've probably been mixing music on your phone speakers. This one is the I've got my life together speaker for anyone pretending they actually do. These speakers are so serious, they'll make your playlist sound like it was mixed by a professional, even if you still have Fruity Loops demo versions running in the background. Key features: frequency response of 43 Hz to 40 kHz. This thing will reproduce sound so low you'll question if it's actually your neighborhood's bass next door or just your track. The highs, you'll hear things you don't even know existed, like that mosquito you missed last night. And two-way speaker configuration, one handles the highs, the other takes care of the lows. It's the power couple of speakers, Beyonce and Jay-Z vibes for your sound. And 5.2-inch driver and 1-inch Kevlar tweeter. Kevlar tweeter, folks. This isn't just for bulletproof vests anymore. Now it's protecting your ears from bad audio quality, and that 5.25-inch driver, bass so rich it should come with a trust fund. Active room tuning. Let's be real, not all of us are mixing in a perfectly soundproof studio. Some of us are just trying to not wake up the dog in the next room. These speakers help correct your room's imperfections, basically your sound's personal trainers. And onboard EQ with LCD screen, because why not have a tiny TV on the back of your speaker? You've got EQ adjustments and a screen that makes you feel like you're dialing into the Matrix. So who's it for? Well, perfect for anyone who wants their production to sound like it's coming from the penthouse, but with a ground floor budget. These monitors pack a punch, especially for smaller rooms. Just don't expect them to fill a concert hall unless you want them to pass out from exhaustion. The KRK Rokit RP5G4 is the serious work speaker for the serious producer who's also done their second cup of coffee by noon. The next one is my recommendation for the best for under $100. It's the PreSonus Eris E3.5. So if you're currently making music using laptop speakers or headphones that came free with your phone, welcome to the big leagues. Or maybe not that big, but at least you're in a different ballpark now with this one. The PreSonus Eris E3.5 is here to save your sound, and at under $100, it's practically robbing the bank, except you're the one making out with the cash. These little guys may not shake your house with bass, but they'll make your bedroom studio feel like you're one step closer to superstardom, or at least above average SoundCloud status. Key features: frequency response 80 Hz to 20 kHz. Sure, the bass might tap out around 80 Hz, but if you wanted an earthquake, you'd have built a bunker, not a home studio. You'll still get enough low end to make your track sound better than that tinny laptop speaker you've been torturing. And two-way speaker configuration with a 3.5-inch driver and a 1-inch Silk Dome tweeter. Tweeter. These monitors handle the highs and lows like your therapist handles your emotional roller coasters. A 3.5-inch driver and 1-inch Silk Dome tweeter. A Silk Dome tweeter, it's like wrapping your ears in luxury but on a budget. You're getting quality highs and mids, just don't crank it up too loud or it might sound like the tweeter's having a midlife crisis. And the inputs, stereo TRS, RCA and 1/8 inch jack. These things are more flexible than your yoga instructor. And EQ tuning, for a speaker this cheap you'd expect some corner cutting, but no, it's got onboard EQ tuning. It's like finding out your $5 fast food burger comes with caviar. Unexpected but appreciated. So who's it for? Well, it's the perfect upgrade for anyone tired of mixing on sad laptop speakers or bargain bin headphones. Ideal for small setups or anyone on a tight budget. They'll give you detailed sound without the detailed price tag. Just don't expect them to bring the thunder. These monitors are more light drizzle than Hurricane when it comes to bass, but for under $100, they'll still make your sound feel like you've finally made it to the adult table. The next one is my recommendation for the best for under $500. It's the Adam Audio T5V. So this speaker isn't just here to play, it's here to really show off. It's like the friend who orders lobster at a burger joint, not because they're pretentious, but because they know it's worth it. The T5V is for those of you who can afford to upgrade your home studio from decent to damn, that sounds quite professional without having to sell your car to do it. Key features, frequency response of 45 Hz to 20 kHz. Want to hear all the details in your mix down to that one-off beat snare hit you missed? Well, this has got you covered. Sure, the low mids might take a little vacation at times, but you can EQ that out faster than your ego after a bad review. And two-way speaker configuration with a 5-inch woofer and 4-inch tweeter. This thing splits the sound like a magician cutting their assistant in half, only with less blood and more crisp high end. Ribbon tweeter as well. The unique accelerated ribbon tweeter sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but trust me, it's real and it's fantastic. It gives you a top end so clear you might start hearing your neighbor's conversations from 3 doors down. And inputs, RCA and XLR, whether you're plugging into your soundboard or just a humble interface, these inputs have you covered. Think of them like the universal translator for your setup. Alien technology, you ask? Possibly. 50-watt powered speakers as well. These aren't passive loafers, they're like gym junkies, powering themselves so you don't have to. Your mixers will sound as pumped as that guy at the gym who skips leg day. So who's it for? Well, if you've got a home studio and are serious about your mixers but not ready to break the bank, this one will take you there. They're perfect for the producer who has a bit more money to spend but isn't interested in becoming a financial martyr. Just make sure you've got the space for them. They're about as deep as your love for well-produced bass lines. The next one is my recommendation for the best compact option though, and this is the Mackie CR3 XBT. So if you're looking for something small but mighty, this is your new best friend. It's the kind of speaker you'd take home to meet your parents. Compact, affordable, and it even comes with Bluetooth. Mackie has been in the game long enough to know how to build gear that doesn't just look the part but also plays it. And let's be honest, if you're in a tight space, these are perfect for making your room sound like you're mixing in a warehouse minus the echo and, you know, warehouse stuff. Key features, frequency response, 70 Hz to 20 kHz. Now sure, it may not shake your soul with sub bass, but who needs that when you're just trying to avoid annoying your neighbors while maintaining clarity? It's like the Prius, not breaking speed records, but doing exactly what it's built to do. Two-way speaker configuration, one driver for lows, one tweeter for highs. It's a dynamic duo like Batman and Robin if they were sound waves. 3-inch driver and 3/4-inch Silk Dome tweeter. These may be small, but they are precise. Think of the 3-inch driver as your sound's designated driver. Gets you there without crashing into distortion. And the Silk Dome tweeter, soft, sweet, and also won't judge your guilty pleasure music. Inputs, stereo RCA, stereo TRS, an 1/8 inch jack, and Bluetooth. This thing can connect to almost anything, including your Bluetooth device. It's like that one friend who brings a universal adapter when you go traveling. Just all bases covered. And clarity of sound, despite its size, the CR3 XBT punches above its weight in terms of clarity. You'll hear details in your mix that'll make you wonder how you missed them before, like that off-key backup vocal you now can't unhear. So who's it for? Well, perfect for the modern producer, music lover, anyone running out of desk space but still wants solid sound. The Mackie CR3 XBTs are compact, versatile, and have enough connections to keep up with your audio ADD. Just don't expect to break windows with the bass, but hey, your neighbors will probably thank you for that. Alright, so those are my recommendations there. Hopefully there's something on that list for you, but if you have any questions, drop them down below, and if you found value in this video, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.